Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world, and we're back to continue our playthrough of Empire Total War featuring Darthmod and the 40 unit save version. We ended last episode ready to take a turn, so that's just what we're going to do. Start off with our new turn and we'll see you on the other side, unless of course something exciting comes up in between. And guess what? Something exciting appears to have come up in between. War has been declared on us by Spain. You know, this game just has a habit and a way, and thank goodness we at least, I think, have some forces parked there in Madrid. This game has a way of surprising, doesn't it now? So war has been declared upon us. They have no allies whatsoever. I think we'll just why not call the allies to our side and see who sticks and who doesn't. That'll give us a good indication of what's what out there. And all our allies join us, so we still have some strength with our allies, at least for the moment, or either that or they feel someone weaker than us in Spain and they want to get in on the action. So there we go. That's a roundabout way to go, and rather than come up via land here, they tried to be sneaky on us and go land off of Portugal and move inland from there. Oh, those sneaky Spanish. The Ottoman Empire now at the same time wants us to give them Lombardy, and boy, they just want it. They expect, they believe that this explosive shells technology is some amazing breakthrough, don't they, for what they're asking for it? No thank you. Mustafa, come on. Get it figured out. Alright, we had a little raiding party here by these camel gunners. I think we're just gonna come on out there and auto-resolve. We will intercede and auto-resolve to try and prevent them from having free reign in our territory here. And went totally in our favor, except we lost way too many men against their 160. But then again, it was not worth my effort, and that's the price you pay for auto-resolve sometimes. Okay, we have a new missionary down there in India is what it looks like. We'll find out if we had a death somewhere along here, or we just, because we've been building a few more church schools, we just get a few more missionaries. This settlement down there, yeah, that's also down there. The unit, the camel gunners that we intercepted, they did some raiding before we got to them. And yeah, we know trade was halted with Spain, and we have some rakes once again, boom, 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 with their successful missions here. And let's see what else. We got a recruitment report. We built a few more units up here. Looks like we're going to have to build a few more down in Madrid, because that's where the Spanish army is moving towards. And a nice turn for building ourselves up here. So I'm happy with all we were able to build this turn. Look at that. And we gained a trait. Oh, looks like it's probably our commander down in India. Yeah, for the auto-resolve, he gained some nice traits there. Extra morale in battles, +1 to his command. So I'm going to go back over here to Spain. That seems to be where the activity on the continent is taking place. Let's see if we can get sight of the army and exactly what kind of forces they're bringing towards us here. 1 unit of artillery is it. A lot of guerrillas, regular line infantry, a few upgraded line infantry like the Irish infantry. Oh no, 2 regiments of artillery. I missed one of those. So it's a nice mix of troops with some cavalry mixed in, but we definitely should match up to them, even though we aren't quite as strong where we are right at the moment. We definitely can probably afford some recruitments here. Let's see if we can get some squeezed in here real quick. we'll just try recruiting some line infantry just in case, although that may get interrupted and they may not be here to benefit us. The question, I guess, is it in our benefit to come out against them? Yeah, we don't know. There is some attrition that's been done on their armies, but we just don't know how significant it is. And if it's not that significant, that's a 2-to-1 kind of a force they have against us. So, yeah, I'm thinking we better hold back. The one thing we're hurting on against or with them is cavalry. We match up fine with artillery. In fact, we got 12. Both of ours are 12-pounders, which are superior. Let's, just in case we are able to. And in fact, what we're going to do back here, just in case the other ones do not get recruited in time, we're going to just add on some quick line infantry over here to bolster us all of a sudden. And we're going to try to recruit the line infantry over here, just in case we can get them in time before they close in and attack us. Now we have one of these missionaries. We don't need both there. We're going to continue him heading north since we're here. And in the meantime, we're just going to stay put, because right now, the way he outnumbers us potentially, I want to have access and have him attack me in my town so I get access to my garrison forces to help us out until we're able to recruit, if we're able to recruit, to match his numbers a little better. And he also has land forces here. Heaven forbid he moves both up in this direction for a combined attack. That would not be a good thing. Is my rake able to do anything? All he can really do, there's no targets apparently to assassinate down here. And I can't reach the other army over here for any assassination attempts. His general, at least, is nothing to get too excited about. As a matter of fact, we may need to see if we're able to or we're not able to. Oh wait, that's what I got to do. I have to choose one of the units if I want a general. Is there a lower level troop? These are definitely battle-tested troops. Let's pick one of them with just 2 promotions. Yeah, we can hire. Let's recruit a general over here, and it'll be the same level as their general, but somehow I feel more confident having a general in the group. We do have a fleet over here. I don't know that it's going to match up with their navy so much. Let's find out. They have a fair amount of 5th and 6th, and lesser than that. Do we have many of our second rates over here, by the way? Well, we have 4th rates and 3rd rates, so we definitely should outclass them. We just don't outnumber them. That's their advantage to us. And numbers can sometimes matter. So they have 18 ships versus our 11. We're going to take a chance. Now, I think what we'll do is maybe to bolster that navy to move against the Spanish, we shall build a couple more, recruit a couple more second-rate ships of the line to bolster our fleet in the Mediterranean. So Spain does have holdings in the south of Italy. It's about their few remaining holdings they have, also in Sardinia, but we don't really have an extra army, a spare army to make a move against them. At least not at the moment. They don't seem to be held by a lot. So I'm just trying to see if we could try building in the north or in northern Italy, building up forces there to try and see if we can't take these guys on and keep our main army in Spain. So let's try recruiting. So much for not having to worry about armies around here. Let's see. We got probably the best recruiting options over here. We'll do some recruiting in Venice to get us started, at least for the moment. In fact, let's see, can we get line infantry and some of these others? No, just conscripts. Here's some line infantry available over in Savoy. Why don't we build a couple over here too? There we go. So that takes care of Europe, I think, at this moment. Given what we know, we're just going to have to prepare for upcoming battle, more than likely, here for Madrid. They want their capital back. Let's hope we have just enough to hang on, and we can outmaneuver them in the battle. The only thing I do worry about, like I said, is their ability to potentially bring two forces at me at once. That is my only real concern. And while I am recruiting some more naval units over here, so do we have some ports we can maybe hit to hurt them a little bit? Let them know we're paying attention and we are here. We got a shipyard over here. Let's kind of work on this a little bit. It would be nice to take out a shipyard.
Aye, aye.
And for the moment, we'll park our fleet back up here in Genoa.
Ja, kapitein. Orders?
Speaking of Genoa, it's an unprotected port right at the moment, so let's see if we can get some militia over here to help protect it while I'm thinking about it. And let's head over to our next hotbed, and that is India, and see what options we have over here. We're still building here, so we probably are not quite in a position, unfortunately, to take our army out of Nagpur just yet. Let's just make sure there's no more. Yeah, we're next turn we should be at full strength again here. This turn we have to we have about 1,000 troops to replenish, and we don't even have enough funds to replenish the losses on that one little camel gunner. Boy, did that camel gunner take it to us, huh? And we got some more. So once we're healed up here, or once we're able to move out, we will. Maybe what I should look at doing. What are we looking at as far as units here? We have one horseman regiment, the rest are Islamic swordsmen, and another horse. Is that horse or? Yeah, I thought maybe it would look like it was riding something, but that's the shield, so it's just more melee infantry. So I wonder if we have a smaller force that we might want to take out to match up to them and move against them. Like bring our pikemen, one of our cannon, and then some of our other full-strength units over there. See if we can't do some hurt to them. Why not? They're going to end up raiding us anyway. I think we got the forces we need to be able to deal with them. We didn't exactly overpower them with our units we brought out here, but let's do a little minor battle here just to keep up the pressure against them. So then hopefully we can make a move against this next province, Malwa. So we'll go see you down on the battlefield. We'll have a fun little battle here, and we should be doing just fine, even though, wow, this unit has 500 in this unit alone. All right, we have pretty good vision of the battlefield with our artillery right here. We're going to keep them right there, just get them set and ready to fire. We'll keep a regiment on either side. We will keep, just in case their cavalry decides to charge, I believe we have somewhere back here our pikemen. In fact, we are going to go too wide as far as our line goes. And then we'll also bring the reinforcements in the back. Now I have a feeling because we have the long distance abilities against them, it's going to force them into attacking us. We'll have reserve unit on this side. Set to charge in should we get in a melee situation. And support our line. That seems to work very well for us. So we'll get this thing started. And there they are. Our artillery will open fire right away. It's kind of nice when you don't have to worry about artillery. Now they, unfortunately, if they come straight towards us, there is a little bit of a blind spot until they get immediately close. So if they end up moving in this direction in anticipation, we'll switch to canister fire if they get into this blind spot. And his cavalry is sitting back, so I'm not going to worry about any square formations just yet. And they are charging in. They've just realized they cannot sit here taking our cannon fire. They are going to come charging on in and advancing. Total melee force that we got moving other than the arrows on the Zamindari horsemen. We did do some damage here, but they're getting pretty close to hitting into the blind spot of ours. So we're going to switch to canister fire pretty quick. In fact, right about now. And they're trying to come around the exterior here. We'll bring our melee back up more in that direction to help support us. Combination of fire by rank over here and the canister fire, even at that distance, is helping us out. And they backed off. And one thing I realized we're lacking is the cavalry to be able to run them down. I did not bring, but I didn't feel like bringing depleted cavalry and improving them even more. Well, if they're going to sit at a distance, let's bring our melee troops a little farther forward, and if we are able to get into position, we'll just switch and open fire ourselves. Since they're backing off, it's time to switch from canister fire. Let them know they can't run away. We've got their swordsmen wavering. They have not managed to, I guess you could say, get up the nerve to attack. Let's run, let's open fire, since they are not enclosing any further. Focus on their cavalry unit back here with their cannon. have broken them. We're going to try advancing a little bit now that we have them on the run. Be on the run, but they are regrouping. So I think what we got to do is perhaps bend this line back again to react to them. We'll see if we're able to outpace them or not. Otherwise we may have our melee battle coming up. Rather than push their advantage, now we close to melee. It looks like we're going to be closing to melee here. We're going to bring our pikemen forward also. Silence the cannon temporarily. And smart them, we got our line a little extended here without any backup and then closed for melee, so that is to their advantage. Let's get melee back in there on them, get the swords pure and simple out. And it's time now with this unit on this side taken care of. To get our, if we can find our pikemen wherever I hid them, okay, we've repulsed them on both sides now. What we're going to do is we'll continue, even though I do only have infantry here. We're going to try chasing for a little bit, see if we can weaken a few more down. I'll come back when that's all done, but otherwise I'll probably more than likely have a few units escaping from the battlefield. Alright, we did manage to chase them off the battlefield. Really only minor, because we can only catch stragglers, so we did some more hurt to them, but nothing significant. So we'll take our decisive victory. Unfortunately, they will get away, it looks like, with some stragglers. They have 145 men left, not much, but it's enough, right? And I'm thinking and looking here, I don't know that there's anybody that can really reach us in any significant manner. We'll retreat as far as we're able to. We will take a look at calling for reinforcements here. And there you go. Now down here, we're going to spend what remaining funds we have to try and reinforce over here what's left. At least as much as we can as we get ready to move. Once our buildings get rebuilt here, we're going to be in a better position as far as public order to be able to start moving armies out and making some advances again. But for the moment, we're stuck as we replenish. And our reinforcement chain here is a little bit broken. We don't have any more units apparently that I recruited down here for whatever reason, probably just forgotten, overlooked. But we do have some reinforcements here, and I think now that I'm not feeling a threat to the rear here, I think it's time to start bringing some of these reinforcements forward. I don't think there's any public order issues with moving them out. No, absolutely not. Time to bring the reinforcements more towards the front. So as we're taking losses, we still have some abilities to keep maneuvering. And we will not have another chain of reinforcements coming up yet. All our funds were spent on replenishing our existing units rather than being able to build up some new units down here. Okay, we should have some repositioning to do over in the Americas. And we definitely can keep moving here towards the capital. And can we make it? Looks like we're going to be pretty dang close to making it. Is there anyone intercepting us in the way? And what does their force look like? Ooh, plenty of artillery. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. With a halfway decent general.
Hey.
And me sitting here with my forces. They do have a decent garrison, and the fort is there. I thought. So what that tells me is we're going to stay out of distance right here. We're going to take our fleet and come back over here.
Wacht op nadere orders.
And we should be able to move our forces out of here now. Yes, public order wise we will be just fine. And rather than do it with minimum amount of troops, we're going to definitely end the existence of the pirates at this time. Let's get it loaded up. And we have no militia at the moment in that port, so let's just get everybody chosen and board the ships and head back at least as far as we can towards Cuba. In fact, I wonder if we're going to be able to offload right here to support these forces and attack. Yeah, we'll be able to offload here. We should be able to. There we go. And we'll have ourselves a little pirate battle coming up here with the walled city of Havana that we attempted before before it was too late, but we ran out of time and couldn't get the forts destroyed soon enough. So we're going to have a fort battle yet again. And we aren't quite in a position yet to be able to move our forces out here. Hopefully as these buildings continue to upgrade. Looks like, oh okay, I take that back. In Kentucky, we are in a position to be able to move our forces out of here. So let's do that. What is holding us back public order wise here? Oh, no, I guess I was, I take that back. Both of these armies are able to move out. I don't know what I had clicked on and what city I was looking at that made me think otherwise. Oh, actually, they're building. Oh, actually, they're upgrading the fort? Well, that's interesting. So we may have, by the time we attack, they may have star forts, which is fine by me. That's almost easier for us to have to move against. So let's see here. Kentucky territory. Let's take the army and move it out. We're still just fine. Let's take this army. Over here, not in Kentucky. Cherokee territory. Okay, that's the one I was on that. I think what I did is I clicked on it, and the Kentucky territory did not close, so I cannot move this army out of here yet. There's too much. What is it? Resistance to foreign occupation right now because this is their home territory. So we're seeing much more resistance to foreign territory. It'll start going away, but for the moment, not yet. What I am going to do with this army is we're going to get them moved back up north, back to where we came from, and position ourselves near New York. We'll also get this rake that's over here on the move towards New York to give us some eyes where we need it. And that's probably it. I'm going to take a quick look through the list to make sure there's nothing else I see that we need to do. Okay, and we have our missionary that we gained this turn as we ended our turn. We can bring him out. In fact, we'll just keep him in our territory here just to get everybody converted 100%. then we'll move him. Well, in fact, we'll get him to the north of the territory and then work on the conversions as we move through India. All right, that would appear to be it. We're going to go ahead and take our next turn, see what it brings, and see if Spain is smart enough to move both forces to Madrid. Let's find out and see what this turn brings us. Well, we did not get attacked by both armies. We do, however, have a big old battle on our hands right now. The good thing is we have some mortars available out on the open field, so hopefully they'll come in handy, doing as much damage to them as we usually take from the mortars when we're going against them. 7,000 of our troops, just over 7,000. So actually, the good news is we outnumber them, even with the bar making it appear that they have more troops. We actually outnumber them. Surprise, surprise. So I'm looking forward to this battle. We'll see you down on the battlefield. All right, so it looks like their setup is behind the town. And we have the advantage, if we decide to take it, of setting up inside the town. I think what we're going to do, well, I'll tell you. I'm going to figure out what we're going to do, and then we'll come back and take a look at it. All right, so I've decided to set up on the side of the city, but the only units I have amongst the city are more of the garrison line infantry, the weaker infantry units. They'll guard against any advances through the town that could happen, but otherwise my mortars are right here. Should give them fairly good coverage of the field, and my artillery is in a point that, in spite of the trees in front of them, has a pretty good view and range of the battlefield also. The line is double strength. Well, we put our militia behind the cannon to provide protection there against any melee assaults. We're too deep on this side, and then we have a whole massive long line in the back of further reserves. So we are positioned in depth to be able to react to what we see. And let's go find out exactly what we see. And we see a lot of them, and they're up on the hillside. It says they're in range, and even my mortars are firing on them. So let's hope that's the case. Yep, there they go. Boom, boom, boom. Got some colorful looking uniforms coming our way. They got their 12-pounders up here, the demi-cannons over here, and we'll just make sure that our own 2 regiments of cannon are focused on these. Oh yeah, they are. That was a slightly deadly bombardment, don't you think? Yikes. And I think, oh, we got company here, and we weren't ready. We weren't paying attention, but we repulsed them coming through. The nice thing about coming through the city is they can't come through the city in force. We're going to bring our cavalry over here to help out. They did surprise us over here with a little cavalry assault. We're going to carry our cavalry through into their line infantry for the moment. In fact, we're going to bring our own garrison infantry in here to try and support and just blast them out of this city position. Our own garrison, now they're coming on some big flanking maneuvers over on the side with their cavalry, aren't they now? I think what we'll do in the meantime is take a few regiments here and position them over in this direction just to support this side. And it looks like we have broken the attack here. Cavalry can come back. Infantry can come back and get reset. And we'll continue our bombardment there. Now what we just have to do is be careful of what's coming at us on the side. In fact, let's get ourselves running. They're going to bring a couple more units off in this direction as reserve. I'm worried about the cavalry units they have coming against us. In fact, these two units, I'm thinking, yeah, I do want to run them after all. The question is, can I get up here quick enough to get into square formation? They were, because of the narrow corridors, not able to break through against these units in here with their regiments of horse. So we've held up okay in the narrow corridors, but out here in the open, I'm more interested in gaining some square formation to help us in our battle against the incoming cavalry. Because all this wing is cavalry. Oh, no, stay in the square. I thought I had you toggled. Do you have anybody closing in anywhere else? Not at the moment. Seem to be swinging around here to try and get around our lines here, but that will not be easy for them to do. And we did repulse that cavalry. I think what we're going to do is charge this cavalry over here to help support ourselves a little bit, since we don't have the strongest of units. I do want you to come over here and help us, guys. I'm trying to give the command here. Is there a reason we're unwilling here, guys? Is the train not allowing you to pass? Keep an eye on what's progressing over here. And it looks like our own cavalry is helping support this attack. They've proved stubborn. So far on the wings. They ended up not getting all the way around as I feared. Their flanking maneuver kind of petered out without quite getting all the way on our flank. And they're still hanging tough over here. This regiment of horse is a tough one. Get our infantry to get their swords out and see if they can help in this way, if that helps toughen them up. We got some guerrillas moving in on the wings, so we still got activity on the wings, but for the most part we seem to have repulsed the majority of their cavalry. So let's get out of our square formations. I still have technically reserves back here. I'm going to lengthen our line over here. I think that will match up nicely against them. Let's move quickly. And this flank is finally working to our benefit. We're going to bring our cavalry back so we can maneuver as necessary with them. And we're going to make a new line here, minus the cavalry on the wings. And we have the melee battle happening right here in front of us. We need the support. They got near our artillery without me paying attention. That's to their benefit. Trying to get to our mortars here. I'm going to go melee. just because this is proving a little bit stubborn here, we're going to bring in extra charge on our cavalry to support. I'm going to walk back another regiment. Okay, we got this regiment's back here. Let's bring some more support up in this direction. Keep an eye on our general here. Time to bring some more melee support up. It's really turned into a melee battle all of a sudden. Wasn't quite expecting as much from the Spanish. Our flank is all of a sudden feeling very secure. Time to bring some more of us over here in case they break through to the mortars. But we'll just walk. We're showing signs of wavering over here, so I think we need to bring some more melee forward. Enemy general has fallen. That's a good sign for us. A little bit worried about my own general right at the moment. I'm going to try pulling him out. And we are going to go melee right here too. And we are finally seeing some breakthrough on this side. The stubborn melee units start helping roll up the line a little bit. Here where we're staying at the non-melee range, we're holding up and maintaining quite well. The melee has proved stubborn for us. In fact, we're going to bring melee support right here because we probably overreached with less than quality troops over here. The line is solidifying once again, except in the immediate center. So we're going to send our cavalry over in this direction. I don't know if our mortars have ammo limits, but we're going to get them firing again. Center is slowly, I mean slowly, showing signs that we will hold after all. And I have some gung-ho infantry units out here that we're going to start working back to our lines. We seem to have held. We got another gung-ho unit over there we're going to bring back. Now is not the time to break integrity too much yet. We still got some loose units over here we're going to have to deal with. But the main thrust of their attack has been repulsed. We also lost our own general. I didn't notice that within the mix. And we don't need any heroic units at the moment. going to get these 3 units moving off in this direction. Working on the guerrillas. We should have an advantage melee-wise against guerrillas. Regiment of foot there, guerrillas here. If we could deal with this regiment of foot somehow. Start reversing some units back in this direction. And since our center seems to be somewhat secure, we're going to take a force directly forward. All ready to fire at will once we get up there. Let's fight against the guerrillas up close. We need to knock them out. Just as we knock these units out. Got a stubborn unit over here which we need to maneuver against. Cavalry over here to help uproot these guys, get them over in this direction to help us out. And we're just about finished. These are regulars over here. Oh, there's some more troops that I was not aware of apparently. Let's get some more melee units down in there. Oh, that Irish brigade. I did not notice at first, so we do need some support against that regiment. Bring some more of these units over here too. We seem to be handling the melee well on this side, and that unit that thought about coming in has broken also. Let's see what our remaining units, that's it. And I don't have much cavalry, just the general's depleted unit and the other cavalry depleted. We're just going to end the battle at this point. We just don't, we're worn out. We won the battle, but it was not easy for us. All right, they lost over 5,000. We lost 2,500. We definitely are doing better than them now after that battle. So I'm feeling a little more confident here down in Spain. Maybe we will be able to muster the forces to make a move against their forces in Gibraltar here, in the not too distant future. We'll see. And once again, we're going to round out this episode with a little auto-resolve. Hopefully we don't lose 1,000 men again in stamping them out. Oh, look at that. I expressed my wishes and we only lost 586, taking out their 560. So much for raiding in our territory. When will they learn? Alright guys, we made it through our turn. We're just going to quick run through the pop-ups and end this episode here. We have some successful agent missions. Looks like we have a heroic death, and that was our general in Spain. So we're going to have to recruit another general in Spain. And remember to do that. In fact, can I come down there now? Yes, I can. And he was one we just hired, so he wasn't anything special or ranked up or anything. But there you go. The good news is we were able to recruit those extra units down here. Let's hire a general. And there we go. Recruitment report. We got our second-rate ships at the line. Oh, we got a lot of troops all of a sudden to aid our efforts against Spain. Some nice income to get our income back over 30,000. With the infrastructure improvements hitting now too, that's a big help. Especially since we're doing so much hiring. And Archbishop Lancelot Blackburn. There aren't many fellows who can lay claim to a successful careers in both the priesthood and piracy whilst busy philandering at the same time, but Lancelot Blackburn may be one of them. And then we'll let you all read the end of this story. I'll scroll through it if you have any interest. The only reason I'm not going to stop and read it all myself right now is because this has been a long enough mission to begin with. A lot of unique history and interesting history in this time period, I will tell you that much. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the episode. We had a minor little battle just because, and we had a nice, pretty good sized battle coming up. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment or two. Let me know what you're thinking about the playthrough, what direction we need to go in. Any ideas, suggestions to help us out that you've experienced yourself. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks for watching.